All right, guys. So a lot of people ask, how do you build corporate credit, right? This is a question that's asked to me a lot, and I've had a lot of personal one-on-ones to help people to develop their corporate credit or business credit. So what I want to do is just make a video where I could just point people, hey, go watch this video series, because it's going to be a multiple videos. I'm going to try to keep the videos short. But that way I can just point them to the videos and say, hey, go watch this. If you got any further questions, we can set up a one-on-one and go from there, right? It's going to be a whole lot easier. So what this is about is building corporate credit, as you see on the screen there. And understand that everything starts with your personal credit score and your personal credit profile. Two separate things, and both of those things, your credit score and your credit profile, have a significant impact on whether or not you're able to get funding, okay? So, warning, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint, okay? This is a lifelong journey, not an overnight process. People that are on YouTube and other platforms that are telling you that you can get your scores up and your profiles up and get whatever you want in a matter of days or weeks or even months, it's not true, okay? It takes time, and you have to be dedicated to keeping your personal credit score and your personal credit profile at par. All right, very, very important that you understand that in order to get to the business side of things, your personal side comes first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the personal side first, and as we go through these series of videos, we'll move into the business side. But we have to start on the personal side, because a lot of the people that contact me don't know anything about the personal side. And if your personal side is off in any way, you're going to have difficulties when you try to go for the corporate side, all right, or the business side. Okay, you must build out your credit score and your credit profile. Two separate things, like I've already mentioned. Most people know what the credit score is, they don't understand the credit profile. We will get into more details about that as we go through the series of videos. Personal credit, guys. Personal credit is the foundation to corporate credit or business credit. All right. If your personal credit is not up to par, you're going to have a very difficult time getting anywhere on the business side of things, right? On the corporate side, it's going to be very difficult for you. So you got to get your personal side on par first, and then you can work into the business side. So you do not need to pay gurus to fix your credit or to build it, right? Some of you guys that come along that have contacted me, you have very bad situation in your credit score, and your credit profile is just absolute trash, right? I'm being honest here. And a lot of the people that come to me, that's their situation, right? Their personal side of things is very bad, and when they try to go for the corporate side or business credit, they get turned down because of what's going on their personal side. Now, once you've had a business that's been around for 2 years or more, they don't tend to pull from your personal side as much, but they still may check it out. So again, your personal credit score and profile is the foundation, guys. It's the absolute foundation to the business side. So you got to get your personal side right, and that's why we're going to cover the personal side first, because a lot of people just simply don't know how to fix their credit, their personal side, or they don't know how to get their what a credit profile is, and their credit profile is a mess and it needs to be shaped up. Nothing in this video is financial advice, right? I am not a lawyer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not any of these things. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only, right? But understand that what I'm going over here is going to lift you up and help you to move forward with credit. Credit is everything, guys. Never take shortcuts when building your credit. Not ever, under any condition, never take a shortcut. If you take shortcuts, in the end, in the long run of things, it's going to hurt you, not benefit you. Again, it is a marathon, right? It is a lifelong journey. The ultimate goal is to become fundable, period, right? When we're working on the personal side, or we move over and start working on the business side, either way, the ultimate goal is to become fundable, to where when they look at your score and your profile, they're like, this is someone that is a guaranteed borrower. We can fund them however much they need. That's where we want to get you to. Not everything is covered in this series. There's a lot of things that I just can't talk about on YouTube. You have your videos taken down on these kinds of things. and there's things that just don't need to be said on YouTube, right? So I can't give you everything, but I'm going to give you the bulk of it. And if you need more information, we can always do a one-on-one. The foundation to corporate credit is personal credit. So if you don't have your personal credit right, you're going to struggle on the corporate side or the business side. So just understand that you got to get your personal credit right first. You must protect your personal credit at all costs. All right? This is very important, and it may not make complete sense right now, but it will as we go through the series. Protect your personal credit at all costs, guys. Very, very important. If your personal credit is bad, it can be fixed, but it takes time, right? Quote unquote, time. It does take time. Nothing happens overnight in the credit world, right? Everything has times on it, right? Like if you have a bankruptcy, that's going to be on your report for 7 to 10 years. Is it going to stop you from getting to corporate credit? No, it won't. But it's going to bring your scores down, your profile is going to be affected, and it's going to take time to climb back out of that, right? So it's a process. But no matter what you're doing on the personal or business side, you're going to have time, right? Again, it is a marathon. It's a length of time. It's not a sprint. It's not, let's hurry up and get this done. It's take your time, build out an amazing profile, and get your credit score up, and you will have all the funding that you will ever need. If your personal credit is bad, it can be fixed, but it takes time. The goal is to move away from personal credit to business credit. To get business credit, you have to get your personal credit on target. Okay? The ultimate goal is to move away from your personal credit. You don't want everything on your personal side. You want it on your business side. That way, if things go wrong, it's on the business side. And remember, there's only so many loans that you can have out on your personal side, and then they stop funding you and all these things, right? So the goal is not to stay on the personal side. The goal is to get your personal credit score where it needs to be and your personal credit profile where it needs to be, so that you can begin to operate and do all things on the business side, right? That's the goal. And that's where we're going in this series. Credit utilization can and often does destroy people. So have a plan. As you get credit and you use credit, have a plan. How are you going to pay that credit back? How are you going to take the credit that's given to you and pay it back, right? You don't want to get into utilization hell, as they like to say, right? Where you have utilization chaos and you cannot pay back everything that you owe, and you end up throwing it from card to card to card to card, and you get in this rat race of credit and you just can't get out of it, right? There are ways to get out of it. You can use personal loans, and we'll cover things like that. But the try not to get into credit utilization problems, right? Excuse me. Do everything you can to keep your utilization on your credit low. Always know what you will do with the credit you are given and how you will pay it back. Again, have a plan. If you max out your personal credit, your score will drop by 200 plus points. Understand it, guys. The goal is not to max out your credit, but to get higher and higher limits so that your utilization is lower and lower, even though you're using more and more credit. We'll get into all the details on this in later videos. Two things that you have to pay attention to, guys. I've already talked about it: your credit score and your credit profile. Your credit score is your reputation. It's your reputation of what you've done. Your credit profile is your actual resume that the funders are going to look at, and they're going to say, okay, the underwriters are going to go in here and say, okay, they've got this, that, and the other going on their resume. This is somebody that I will lend to. Okay, so you have your personal credit score. That's your reputation, right? And it's behavioral in a lot of ways. We'll discuss that when we get into the details of that. And then you have your credit profile, which is your reputation. Both of these are extremely important. And most people don't teach you that there's two sides to it. You have to build both the score and the profile. You got to do them both. You can't just have a high score and have a pitiful profile. Just because there's people that have massively good scores, like 840, 850, but they can't get the funding that they need because their profile, their resume is very, very poor. Right? So both of them are very, very important. And I can tell you this: if you will focus on your profile, your score will automatically go up. Okay? Profile is the important part. Okay, so let's take a look at this. We have the credit score calculations, and 35% of that calculation is based on your payment history, right? Do you make payments on time? Yes or no? And if you're not making payments on time, you need to stop that immediately and set up the auto payment situation on your credit cards and what have you, so that you are always, 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 always paying on time. 30% is the amount that you owe. Basically, that is your utilization, right? You want to keep that below 30%, and the sweet spot is 7%. Okay, we'll get into details on that in later videos. Again, I'm trying to keep these videos short, so we're just going over the basics here. 15% is the length of credit history. How long have you had credit? What's the longest length of credit you've had on any given card or any given trade line? We'll talk about what a trade line is in a later video. And what is the utilization, the length of credit overall for all of your accounts. Like if you have one account that has 5 years, let's just say 5 years, and you go open up a new trade line today, then that 5 years is going to drop to 2.5 years because you have a brand spanking new one that has zero history. So opening new credit lines is going to affect the length of history that you have on your credit. Okay, so every time you open a new account, guys, every single time, it's going to lower the length of credit history, and that's 15% of your score. We'll get into more details in a later video. 10% is the types of credit used, whether that is revolving credit or lines of credit. So if you have credit cards or you have loans, basically is what we're talking about here, right? You want a combination of the two to get the highest score in this 10% bracket. The other 10% is new credit, right? Every time you get new credit, this is going to have an effect on your score, and it's going to calculate out to 10% of your core. Now, this is all based on the FICO scoring system, not the advantage scoring system that you'd get on like Credit Karma and all these kinds of things, right? They're looking at your FICO scores. Again, and then we're going to end it right here on this video. Again, these are just basics. So if you have a credit score, right? This isn't talking about profile. This is talking about the score. If you have a credit score of 579 or less, lenders view you as a very risky borrower. So you're going to have a difficult time getting funding. 580 to 669, some lenders will approve loans with this score, but most of them, the vast majority of them, will not. When you get up into the 670 to 739 range, most lenders consider this a decent or good score, right? So they'll begin to fund you at this point. But once you move into 740 and upwards range, 740 to 799, lenders view you as a very dependable borrower, and that's what you want in your profile, is that you are dependable, right? In your score, I mean. We'll talk about the profile in the next video probably. Lenders view you as exceptional borrower if you have 800 to 850, right? So 800 or higher, the FICO score is in the top 20 of the U.S. consumers. 740 to 799, that puts you in the top 40% of U.S. consumers. If you got 670 to 739, this one right here, where the most of the lenders consider it good, then this is near average score for U.S. consumers. And then you go down below 670, and you're below the average score of U.S. consumers, and 579 or less, the FICO score is the lowest 20% of U.S. consumers. Right, so that just gives you an idea where you are at currently. Now, any of these numbers can be fixed, guys. Any of these numbers right here, we can move them up, right? It takes time, and it takes smarts, and it takes building profile. And until you do those things, your score is going to remain low. But the number one thing that you need to pay attention to right now is that you always make your payments on time. That is the most critical part. So this is the foundation of everything, guys, and we're going to dig down into this. We need to talk about the credit profile. And so we're going to begin to get into a lot more depth as we get into the next set of videos. We'll catch you guys in the next videos, but this should begin the process of helping you to understand that there are two things that you have to be working on: your credit score and your credit profile. If you will focus in on the credit profile and just focus on that, your credit score will automatically go up. Okay? So, and then as your credit score goes up and your credit profile goes up, right? If you get your profile right, your score will go up. But as you get your profile right, what will happen is your score will go up, and then you can begin the process of moving into business credit, right? Or corporate credit. But you don't need to pay net. You don't need to do the net 30 accounts. You don't need to do vendor accounts. You don't need to do any of these things, guys. These are just the companies that are out here trying to build up that corporate credit. What are they doing? They're sending you affiliate links so that you'll sign up to their vendor accounts, their net 30 accounts, and they're making affiliate commissions off of you. That's all it is, right? They're not giving you the truth. They're not teaching you about the profile, which is the most important part of it all. You got to get your profile right. And you can't really do much in the corporate world or business world and business credit world until you have your personal side right, because the personal side is the foundation of everything else. So we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.